Tell me, what do you tell the children? What do you put on them as far as their standard of expectation?
Well, I try to like, they know the severity of not being out. It's just hard when the kids, are just on top of each other. Like they're continually around each other. And I feel like I almost have to separate them. And then I have to separate myself because they're, they just get like upset with each other that, one's not doing something or whatever. Hey,
Okay, is
stop.
who's that in the background swinging the bat in the
That's
den?
my son. We
Okay.
are a busy go-to family. Usually we're out at soccer games or baseball games or, we're always doing all kinds of things. And now just being home, it's like you can only, pass the ball to each other so many times or, play pit catch so many times or, and heaven forbid I try to get them to do any homework or
Okay,
schoolwork.
well, let me interrupt you because I want to start with this heaven forbid. Okay, because I'm going to give you some advice that you're going to think, yeah, easier said than done, Dr. Phil. You should come spend some time at my house. I understand that's what you're going to think and say, but I'm going to tell you something that you need to heed, and if you don't, you're in for hell. So, this is
Mhm.
something I really hope you hear. These kids are capable for more of doing more than what they're doing right now. And
Mhm.
honestly, you don't need to be a drill sergeant, but you need to sit these children down and you need to let them know, listen, I didn't create this situation, but we're in it, and each of you has a responsibility. And we need to talk about what that is. And for example, it doesn't include swinging a bat in the living room, for example. That kind of
Mhm.
behavior, we just can't do that. And I can't entertain you 24/7. So you're going to have to learn to entertain yourself. We're going to have to do some different activities here for a period of time.
Mhm.
Now, fortunately, they can go outside, right? You have a yard, uh,
Mhm.
so they can get out
No.
when weather permits. Do you have somewhere you can take them outside, or are they trapped in all the time?
No, yeah, we have a backyard. We do a lot outside too. But yes, I think that's a great idea, just telling them, they need to be responsible.
And I would sit down with them individually first, and then collectively
Mm.
second. And listen, your children, the youngest is 7, Carter is 8. Even 7 and
Mhm.
8, they can understand they have a responsibility and a duty here, and maybe they need to grow up a little quicker. Maybe they need to mature a little faster here. But when they get into a meltdown, you need to have some guidelines where if they get to fighting with each other, they do need to go to a timeout and you need to enforce it. And
Mhm.
when they come back, it's very important that you have them talk about I statements instead of saying, you made this, you tore this up. They need to come back and say, I feel this way, not character assassination. They don't, talk about the other one in a bad way. They say, I feel this way. And they need to stay in the here and now instead of, you always do this to me. They need to talk about just what's happened right there. And you need
Mhm.
to program them in a way that what you're asking them to do meshes instead of clashes. Like you don't want to have them really active right before they go to bed. And you need to do role reversal with them. Ask them to play you. Say, be me. What do you think I'm thinking right now? What do you think I'm
That's
doing
a
right
good
now in my
idea.
mind, in my heart? Start asking them to be more mature mentally, emotionally, and physically. Give them duties. Make a chart. Give them gold stars when they do well for an hour. Come up with ways that they can earn different privileges where they can get your uh, respect and approval and praise because I promise you they want that. But you can't entertain them all the time. You can't do all the things. They have to do this for themselves.